Step 1, title a specific memory and write it out conversationally. Done. Step 2, she's going to read it, and we're just going to see, let it happen. Let whatever happens, happens. It's all, whatever happens is correct. Yes, and coaching, just like improv. Okay? When you're ready, go ahead and read it loud-ish.
All right. Title is this really happening? I was with my friend Dana to take that test. It had been over a month since I had a period. Both tests were positive. I was scared and I started sobbing. I called Christian. I didn't know what to do. What felt like an eternity later, we told our parents. My dad told me he could adopt the baby so he could be taken care of. My mom told me that I wouldn't be able to finish school. She told me that she would throw me in the car and drag me to the abortion clinic herself. I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me.
Did y'all hear that last sentence? I didn't feel like I was in control of anything happening around me. Drop into the feels, articulate what you're feeling. Kayla, please. It's likely a variety of things, name them all.
Feeling scared.
Scared.
Feeling frustrated.
Frustrated.
Feeling uncertain. And feeling angry.
Which of those is the strongest feeling?
Probably anger.
I'm going to say...
Anger is the strongest.
I'm going to say a sentence. I'm going to say half of a sentence. You repeat it and fill in the rest. Part of me is still angry about...
My parents.
Say the whole thing.
Part of me is still angry about my parents.
What about your parents?
The way they handled that situation.
Breathe. Good breath, by the way. Say it again. Part of me is still angry with my parents about how they handled the situation.
Part of me is still angry about my parents for the way they handled that situation.
Breathe. One more time, and let's see if you can say it with a little, part of me is still angry.
Part of me is still angry at my parents for the way they handled that situation.
Breathe. You can take a sentence that enacts a negative emotional charge or constriction, rep that same sentence. Why go anywhere else? You got the action right there. Same sentence, breath, sentence, breath, and it will start to loosen things up. You want to come up? Let's give her a round of applause in advance. Step 3, what's step 3? 70%. So same story, what's on paper. Slow down your rate of speech by 30%, so it'll be 70% of your normal rate of speech. And whenever you're ready, Kayla, go ahead and read it slow, and we'll see what happens.
I was with my friend Dana to take the test. It had been over a month since I had a period. Both tests were positive.
Slow it down just a pinch.
I was scared, and I started sobbing.
Yeah.
I called Christian. I didn't know what to do. What felt like an eternity later, we told our parents. My dad told me he could adopt the baby so he could be taken care of. My mom told me that I wouldn't be able to finish school. She told me that she would throw me in the car and drag me to the abortion clinic. I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me.
Great job. Go-to question after step 3. What happened when you slowed it down?
I became a little less tense.
Why?
Because I wasn't trying to rush through feeling it.
So if you weren't trying to rush through feeling it, negation, what were you doing? I just did what?
Felt it.
Felt what?
The anger.
Whose anger?
My anger.
Is it okay for you to feel your anger?
Yes.
Make a full sentence out of that.
It is okay to feel my anger.
Breathe. Say it again.
It is okay to feel my anger.
Breathe. Put the word very in front of okay.
It is very okay to feel my anger.
What happened when you put the very in there?
It made it feel more okay.
Why is it okay?
Because feelings are valid.
Whose feelings?
My feelings are valid.
Everybody write that sentence down. My feelings are valid. You know, there's a you'd be surprised at how many people have negation acknowledged never written that sentence down as it's written or said it. Let's raise your hand if your feelings are valid. Cool. Let's say it all together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. My feelings are valid. Breathe. Let's put a very in there. My feelings are very valid. 1, 2, 3. My feelings are very valid. Then we could get into, if we wanted to, feeling. It's healthy to feel. It's normal to feel. I mean, there's a rumor going around that it's not. Take your magic wand, and at each period, make a line. So what is step 4, everybody? Breathe at the point. Breathe at the end of the sentence. Okay? Remember the magic words, space and clarity. Am I here to heal her? That's a weird word. I don't even know what that means. Am I here to fix her? Am I here to know what she needs to think and do with her life? Am I here to have all the answers to all her problems? No. I'm here to create space and clarity and teach as I go. That's it. Okay? Space and clarity. And when I'm able to do that, 1, it's clean, and 2, what better gift could I give her? Is your life better with space and clarity?
Much better.
Much better. Part of that has to do with the words, part of that has to do with the breath. Okay, and this whole thing starts with awareness, also known as education. This is an education issue. Okay, this is not an intelligence issue by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, go ahead and read them and write that down. Read them and breathe. Write that down. Read them and breathe. Oh, and by the way, if you choose to work with people in this way, okay, get your breath low and slow. Write those 3 words down, pretty please. That's the only time I've said pretty please today. Low and slow when you're working with people in an emotional capacity. Otherwise, you're gonna bond with them, okay? Drama bonding. Her breath is in the chest. I'm uncomfortable because she's emotional, and now my breath is trapped in the chest, and I get tunnel vision, and I lose access to my questions, and it's like then the thing gets stuck. You're there to create flow through the story. You're there to iron things out, and you set the tone, you set the pace, you set the rhythm with your own breath in sessions like this. And let's extrapolate out. Raise your hand if you've ever coached a CrossFit class on the floor, okay? What happens when you're not breathing well? Do you have fun? Usually not. Do they have fun? Can they pick up on it? Raise your hand if you've ever picked up on a coach who's all tense and tight and like in their head, and you can feel that. Raise your hand if you ever walk into a box and there's just a good vibe in there. Everybody's relaxed, and yeah, which is, in my opinion, a much better state to go and do crazy Murph workouts and PRs when, you know, part of you is like relaxed and happy to be there. I mean, that's enough stress and tension on itself. Because guess what? You can do some magical shit when your breath is unlocked. There, I finally said it. Step 4, nice slowish read. You hit that line, take a breath. I'm gonna breathe with you. You all are very welcome to breathe with us, and we'll see what happens.
I was with my friend Dana to take the test. It had been over a month since I had a period. Both tests were positive.
Great pace, great breath.
I was scared and started sobbing.
Somebody's breathing real well over there.
I called Christian. I didn't know what to do. What felt like an eternity later, we told our parents. My dad told me he could adopt the baby so he could be taken care of.
Full exhale. Get it out. The exhales it's the exit.
My mom told me that I wouldn't be able to finish high school. She told me that she would throw me in the car and drag me to the abortion clinic. I didn't feel
Let it happen.
in control.
Breathe. And when you hit a sentence that pushes the button, I had a feeling it was going to be that one, you stay with it. Say it again. And let yourself feel this stuff through, because it's been in there since. Doing shit.
I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me.
Breathe. Is that the last sentence? Say that again with breath. That was a good exhale if y'all caught that. We're on the other side of this.
I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me.
Breathe. Scratch out the words happening around me. Now read it.
I didn't feel in control of anything.
Breathe. Scratch out the two words of anything.
I didn't feel in control.
Breathe. Hear how she said that? Just boom, matter of fact. We're getting through the emotional part of it. How does it feel to make that sentence? Because was that the core of the whole thing? I didn't feel in control?
Yeah.
Yeah or yes?
Yes.
How valuable, I'm making an assumption, fine, this is a presupposition. I'm assuming that it's valuable for you to get to the core sentence of a story that's been.
Very valuable.
Now, why? Why? Why is that valuable? I could come up with 19 different answers, and who cares about what I think? Why?
So I can work through it and move past it.
And what's past it?
Not feeling stuck.
Cool, watch the words. So if you're not feeling stuck, that's a negation. You are feeling what?
I'll feel free.
Say it. I'll feel freer.
I'll feel freer.
Breathe. So here's some breaths over here. Say it again.
I'll feel freer.
Breathe. Go back to that last sentence that we shortened up.
I didn't feel in control.
Take out didn't, put in could. Once you get them down regulated, then you have the space and clarity to make some foundational adjustments to the language. Are y'all tracking that? Now read it.
I was with my friend Dana to take the test. It had been over a month since I had a period. Both tests were positive.
Slow it down just a pinch.
I was scared and I started sobbing.
Yeah.
I called Christian. I didn't know what to do. What felt like an eternity later, we told our parents. My dad told me he could adopt the baby so he could be taken care of. My mom told me that I wouldn't be able to finish school. She told me that she would throw me in the car and drag me to the abortion clinic. I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me. I was with my friend Dana to take the test. It had been over a month since I had a period. Both tests were positive.
Slow it down just a pinch.
I was scared and I started sobbing.
Yeah.
I called Christian. I didn't know what to do. What felt like an eternity later, we told our parents. My dad told me he could adopt the baby so he could be taken care of. My mom told me that I wouldn't be able to finish school. She told me that she would throw me in the car and drag me to the abortion clinic. I didn't feel in control of anything that was happening around me.
Yeah.
I don't feel so tense in my upper body.
Read that last sentence again. I could.
I could feel even more in control.
Take out could. Now that we used it for what we needed to use it for.
I feel even more in control.
Take out feel, put in am.
I am more in control.
Sometimes I get tracked of more. Take out word more and in. I am in. Take out even more. That's it.
I am in control.
There it is. There it is. That's where we were going once I heard that last sentence. How long did it take us to get there? What was that? 9 minutes? 9 minutes. Okay? Great job. How's it feel to say that, by the way?